desire to become one of the top music producers in the Caribbean, Kwesi Osei doesn't allow his challenges of being visually impaired to prevent him from making the necessary steps toward making his dream a reality. Kwesi, who began losing his eyesight at the age of 3, had difficulties in his early school days. With music inscribed in his DNA, Kwesi soon realized his overwhelming love for his newly found passion and decided to pursue a career as a music producer. In January of this year, Kwesi enrolled in a music production and audio engineering program offered by the 5Z1 Production Studio. This course provided him with the opportunity to produce his first song, which has been getting positive feedback from radio stations nationwide.
Mr. Specs again, your body, your body. Let me tell you, your body is like a burning fire. Oh, and when you touch me, girl, you make it harder.
I am Tovani Nelson, bringing you the story of Kwesi Osei on If I Can Do It, You Can Do It Too. Back to you, Crystal.
For those of you now tuning in, we are live on set with Kwesi Osei, who is visually impaired but is an upcoming producer. So Kwesi, tell us a little bit about yourself, your story, where you've been, what are your future plans now?
I'm a 24-year-old, driven, dedicated, open-minded, visually impaired young man.
And there's a story to be shared with everyone, because in being visually impaired, it didn't just happen. It started off when you were how old?
I was 3 at the time. From that age, I had a good amount of sight, so it wasn't bad. But as I got older, it deteriorated.
So you went into primary school like a normal student. You were about, let's say, about 5 years old. And then what?
It was status ups, status downs. I still had some issues in school, like in terms of reading textbooks and stuff. I still have to look down in the book, but it only started to get deteriorating to a point where I started getting worried, and when I was in standard 5. I went through until Form 4, till it started going bad again some more. And it reached the point where if I had continued, it wouldn't really make much sense, so I ended up dropping out. I was diagnosed with Marfan syndrome.
Right.
And that syndrome had its side effects, which brought along my vision loss.
Tell us about transitioning from the secondary school and going forward in life.
And my dad, he got in contact with the principal of School for Blind Children in Santa Cruz, and he got me in there. I stayed there for about approximately a year and a half.
Right.
And went there to learn various skills, various training, like reading, writing,
Right.
Computer literacy.
Okay.
And then I left and went back to continue secondary school.
So you left that school and you went back to secondary school. So you must have gone back to that school with some sort of assistance.
Yeah, this time I had more assistance than before.
Okay.
Came from teachers along with student aid from Ministry of Education.
Okay.
Yeah, my principal, the dean, and one of my teachers decided there was this initiative where they send student aids to schools that have differently able students.
Right.
And they would be with me throughout all the hours of the week in school,
Okay.
assisting me with getting my notes, typing notes.
Right. And that's great news because I didn't even know that existed. So that is something that your ministry actually offers.
Yeah.
That's great. That's really good. And from there, when you went back, so you went back to finish your secondary education.
That's right.
So now you're computer literate.
Very.
Very excellent. And you would have completed CXC as well.
Yeah.
Oh, great. So then you have your academic passes.
Yeah, I do.
But from there, something else was stirring within you, which is music.
That's right.
So tell us about that. How did you embark on your journey to music?
Music was basically a hobby. Seeing that, I guess when my eyes started to deteriorate,
Right.
I kind of lose interest in sports. So I drove for the next hobby, which is listening to music, all genres,
Right.
different types. That is where it started to build up.
Right.
Also, my father is a Calypsonian roots
Oh,
man.
excellent.
So music is already was already inscribed in you from a child.
That's true.
Right. So tell us more about that.
One day, last year in December, I was scrolling through Facebook, came across a Facebook post from a music studio based in Port of Spain, and I read through the info on the post, and at first I thought it was something international, but then I realized it's
Local.
Yeah.
Right here in Trinidad.
Yeah.
Right.
So I took the number, next day I called them, find out more information, and the other question was laid at the end of the convo. Basically, would you all make accommodations for a visually impaired person? And the lecturer, honestly, he hesitated, he froze. So he said, if I had any experience producing before.
And tell us, what's the name of the studio? Because this is excellent news. This is great.
501 Productions.
And the person you spoke with, the lecturer.
He's Lyndon Andrews. Started the course in January.
Right. And how long did the program go for?
It went for 2 months.
So far in music, your journey has brought you to the point where you are now doing what?
So far, I produced my first official track,
And the name of the track is?
Burning Flames, sung by my brother, Mr. Specs.
And what are your future plans going forward?
Next is, I would like to further my education because I know there's a lot to learn still.
Yeah.
Hopefully get into UTT to do a music production degree.
Right.
On also construct plans to open my own studio.
Is there anyone that you would like to thank?
Well, most importantly, the Most High
Yeah.
for blessing me with the opportunities. All my family, friends, my mom, dad, brother, to Pavi for helping me to kickstart this point of my career. And
Yeah, absolutely.
last but not least, 501 Productions, Lyndon Andrews and Anthony Pedersen. Thank you for opening the door.
Strong words there from a talented, successful, and progressive young man, Kwesi Osei. Kwesi, what a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing this time with us. We definitely look forward to interviewing you in the future. Check out our Facebook page for Kwesi's story. Message him, encourage him, or even contact him. Or share your story. Thank you and good night, Trinidadians people.